If you've been following the My Hero Academia manga, and spoilers ahead, you'll know that Monoma will soon be facing off against Deku and Shinso's team in the Class 1A vs Class 1B training exercise. In the fandom, many concerns have been raised over the fact that Monoma could copy the quirk One for All. I'm Truth Hero, and welcome as we theorize about what would happen if Neito Monoma got his hands on Deku's quirk. In the sports festival, Monoma's copying abilities are quite useful and quite destructive, and while he's certainly seen as a more comedic character, Monoma is not stupid, not by a long shot. So if he were to copy One for All, what exactly would happen? The first thing is, Monoma wouldn't be able to copy One for All. Say what? Or at least not in the way One for All is intended to be used. Monoma's quirk allows him to copy and replicate other people's quirks for up to 5 minutes as long as he makes physical contact with them. However, he can only use one quirk at a time. Due to the nature of the quirk One for All, Monoma might not be able to replicate it. As we know, One for All has its origins with All for One when he forced a stockpiling quirk onto his younger brother. This stockpiling quirk combined with the younger brother's useless ability to transfer quirks. Hence, the quirk of transferring and stockpiling power through the generations, known as One for All, is in reality two quirks. It's unclear if the two quirks that make up One for All are fully fused, or if Monoma could even copy a quirk that's actually two in one. All we really know is that Monoma can only use one quirk at a time. Never said anything about copying. This is important because Monoma could perhaps copy One for All and then use the two quirks separately. In 1 minute, stockpile power, and in the next, transfer that power to a teammate. He just has to be careful not to transfer his own copy quirk. The second thing that could happen would be Monoma exposes the quirk One for All. This is actually a popular theory floating around the fandom of My Hero Academia right now, which is, once Monoma gets his hands on Deku, he'll expose how this sacred quirk works, and that certain quirks aren't just inherited at birth, but can be transferred and passed on to people. My only problem with this is actually due to a character besides Deku or Monoma, and that would be Bakugo. As we'll see in the next episode of the anime, Bakugo will confront Deku about his quirk One for All in a huge fight. Bakugo has been suspicious of Deku's quirk for a while now, but doesn't know the whole story. He knows that Deku reacted a little bit differently than everyone during All Might's retirement, and then there was that one time where Deku slipped up and said, "My power was given to me." So he's certainly suspicious of where Deku's quirk comes from. From a pure writing standpoint, it doesn't make sense as a character like Bakugo to endure all this and then have a fight with Deku where he still doesn't know the origins of One for All, and then have the quirk suddenly exposed to all the students who could actually care less by Monoma accidentally using it. Although I'm sure Monoma would love this. The third thing that could happen is Monoma breaks himself. Or he breaks Deku. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, Monoma. It's entirely possible that when Monoma copies One for All, he suffers the same growing pains that Deku did when initially trying to use it. This leads to Monoma breaking bones and limbs in his body and pretty much being out of the training exercise. Or, and this is what I'd like to see, Monoma uses One for All against Deku. It's entirely possible that Monoma copies One for All and has no hiccups when he's trying to use it. We all know that Monoma loves beating Class 1A, so what better way to do it than to use Deku's quirk against him? We also know that Class 1B has really stepped up their training and may be a lot stronger than Class 1A realizes. This gap in practice might just allow Class 1B, with the help of One for All Monoma, to escape with a victory. But what do you guys think? How will Monoma copy One for All? And once he gets his hands on Deku's quirk, how will he use it to his advantage? Will Class 1A still find a way to win? Or will Class 1B finally get a victory? Let me know in the comments below. If you like My Hero Academia content, consider enrolling at UA today by clicking the subscribe button down below. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, Plus Ultra.